So I did this for a reason. This is the one that's going to be going up and over and pulling up the main part of the building. So I did want to just tie these two together. That way I get twice as much lift in the place that's going to require the most. And hopefully that'll make it a little easier to work with. So I'll put that in the car along with the rest of this stuff. Oh, the joy. So this is the place. This is the old, I guess the office building, and there's a storage area in here, and they're going to be putting up a big freezer to keep food in. This is storage over here, storage there. This is the building we did the siding work on the other day. And this is the back building, which I'm working on it now because it's the one that's most in need. It's the one that's most likely to fall down without some attention. So I'll get you out. We'll go have a look, and you can see what we got going on here. See, they take donations of food. They can take more food if they have the freezer. Someone's donated a freezer. A local cement company donated the pad, and they're going to put the freezer right there. Somebody asked me what this building is used for, and to be honest with you, I can't tell you because it's not used for much of anything right now, but it could be. And you can see here, daylight, if you get your eyes just right, between the part of the building that should be attached to the brick wall, and you can see that's rotted away. Now these beams are still good. What I'm going to try to do with this metal that I've made is to hook it around that bolt, get that up around that and come back down, put those two little fork things and lift the roof up. The other thing is here, I put these posts in the ground the other day and I poured concrete around them, and I need to get these bolts the rest of the way into that. So I'll be doing that too, but hopefully this will keep this from pulling away from the building. That's one reason I wanted to anchor this side before I started working on that side. And keep in mind, I'm under this. So down here, this part looks to be fairly well connected to the wall. This part is absolutely not, except maybe here on the end. One of the things that does happen here is people tend to just throw stuff that they don't know what to do with, like this, right there. We don't need that here in the way. So there may be a little bit of connection right here, but I don't think there's much. Well, I can see daylight all the way out to the end. So yeah, I'm gonna try to do this without having it fall on me. Wish me luck. Okay, let's go up and take a look. Now there's some people that would say you should not risk your life to try to save this building. You should get somebody in there with a big tractor, knock the whole thing down, and blah blah blah. I ain't made that way. If I was made that way, I'd have never fixed up my old house up in Maine. Everybody said the same thing about it. If this building fell, if this roof fell now, it would fall onto this. Now if it fell away, like if that side there moved out, then it would still fall down. So before I do anything else up here, I'm going to go over there and sturdy up those two pillars that are in concrete that go down into the ground there. Because what I want to do, what I'm going to want to do is every place where there's a bolt, I'm going to want to get that piece of wood out of there, which means I'm going to be removing a lot of what's holding this roof up. See, there's a nail there and a nail here. So, but there's just not that much holding this end up. And there is, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get to the other bolts, but we'll see. We'll work our way along. We'll see what we have to work with. See, that bolt there, that board is sitting on that bolt, and that's pretty much what's kept the end of this building from falling down the way I see it. It would be good if I had that 2x6 up here. Me and Honeybabe talked about working together to get that 2x6 in place. But I have to keep this end of the building in mind too. See, there's a little sideways brace that's going to be in the way here. Now from outside here I can see where those bolts are. I've got 1, 2, and the one that I've got that on, and then maybe 1 or 2 on the other end. Let's go work on this while we I think the next thing I'm going to do, instead of digging away at what little bit of wood is there, I'm going to climb up the outside on that ladder, see if I can reach over and get one of these down in behind there. Put you about here. Well, that kind of worked. So I have one there, there, and I have one up here, but it's not quite all the way through. But I think it's enough where I can get a hook under it. So I'm gonna go up and attach the bolt at about the same level there and there and there. Then I'm going to take this 2x6, get Honey Baby to help me, and we're going to set it up there. Yeah, that's the plan. So we're going to set that board on top of those things that are sticking out. If you go up that ladder, you'll have to kind of straighten that one as you get up there. We're going to kind of get this end out toward that end of the building about as much as we can, but it's still got to come up underneath there.
All right.
What we're going to do is just actually, let's kind of take the board that way a little bit before we set it up there. Yeah, we still want it to come inside of the part that's hanging down.
Okay, I'm going to go for one to lift up here.
Okay, can you pick that up and put it there now?
Is this going to be?
Yeah. Perfect.
Good job. Perfect where you want it?
That's perfect.
Good job. That's what you mean, huh?
I'll tell you what, while they're up there, I don't want to push those sideways. Let's see if we slide it that way a little bit. See, this one's turning right in front of your hand. We want to catch that end. That's probably enough because it's got that group of things. So. Yeah, okay. Just straighten it a little bit. And now make an escape. Thank you. I think so. That's going to go up. It's going to come up outside of that board, so I think we'll be fine there. All right. Thanks for the help.
All right.
Yeah.
Figuring that all out.
Yeah. You see how rotted out that is up
I
there?
do.
See, my idea is with these things, I'm going to push them up and lift the roof. As soon as I get this one up enough to touch that, I'll put some screws into it. That's on. Alrighty, I'll take y'all up the ladder with me. Now you get a kind of a view. So you see this hook is around that bolt right there. And I'm just going to be basically raising it one turn at a time. This would be nice if I had one of them ratchet wrench things, you know, the kind that you can ratchet on. That's not really a socket wrench. Some of y'all know what I'm talking about. Let's sit y'all over here. If you promise not to fall, I'll let you sit there. I thought y'all fell there for a minute. I saw something fall. I probably almost got this enough to put a couple of screws up into it, but I want to go on that end and make sure I'm not going to wind up hitting that board down there. So y'all come with me. I'll show you what I'm talking about. So I want this to clear that. There. So I go ahead and get a screw here and here and there.
I have my screwdriver gun and my long screws. 3 of them in there.
Alright, make a run to the hardware store. I'm gonna get an elbow and attach to the end of each one of those rods. That way, if the building were to start to shift, it would hang on the elbow. Hopefully, give me a little more, make me feel a little bit, that nervous feeling you get in your tummy when you're a little bit scared. I'd be a little bit less scared if I had something out on the end of that to catch it. So I'm gonna go to the hardware store and get me some of them. I was kind of thinking about that the other night. I should have got some of them when I went to the store that first time. Yeah. Or working that wrench one turn or half turn at a time, reaching up over your head is pretty tough. But making progress. You may remember this beam here was sitting on that screw. Now it's not. If you look down below where that bolt is, about 2.5 or 3 inches, that's where it should go. It's got that much more to go. This one over here has got a little less. So things are coming together. It's time to leave, though. They were only here for certain hours, and I'm pooped. I'm gonna go to the store and get me some tomatoes and go home and have a tomato sandwich and a rice tea. Rest up my sore shoulders, and then I'll come back and do some more of this in about a week. Hold the joy.